Nice pass.
With a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. Yes!
Some of the league's top teams will be seeing action today in a place where it's familiar para sa ating mga kaliga ngayong taon, the One Arena in Cainta, Rizal, as we bring you a triple header this Saturday featuring two teams in the North Division. Joseph Gabayni and Ilagan Isabela look to get back on track. They are in a bind after a promising start. They will take on the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. Eric Camson has been averaging 10.6 points and 5.4 rebounds. The third leading scorer para sa kanyang kupunan. Yan po ang magkatunggali sa ating unang laro. Ilagan Isabela versus Caloocan Batang Kangkalu, followed by Abra Solid North Weavers going up against the Zamboanga Sikat. And then in our main game, the Quezon Huskers take on the Valenzuela Dark Horse. Magandang hapon mga kaliga. Ken Pangilinan with Coach Mike Perez. Coach Mike, great way to cap off the week with these games featuring yung mga teams na nasa itaas.
Yeah, aside from the excitement of having to come back here in One Arena, sure itong mga teams na to susubukan pagandahin palalo ang kanilang mga records, especially those down at the bottom.
At batiin natin yung mga nanonood sa atin live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, also on Tap Sports and on Solar Sports. And we bring in our third member of our broadcast panel. Walang iba kundi si Miss Gianna Llanes. And Gianna, these two teams have been quite busy this week, particularly itong Ilagan Isabela, because after a promising start, it's been a really rough stretch para sa kanila.
Well, Ken and Mike, yun nga para sa Ilagan Isabela, sabi nila na their last loss really came down to who wanted it more. One of their biggest realizations is that hindi porket puro veterano ang lineup nila that they can easily win against younger teams. Kaya after that last loss now against QC, they had a meeting without the coaches that was led by Art De La Cruz and Alex Cabagnot, where all of the players had to take accountability. For this game naman daw, they're not looking at the composition of their lineup or the composition of the lineup of their opponents. They just want to make sure that they are not out-hustled and out-rebounded. Prince Rivero is also making his comeback for Ilagan Isabela today, but he's still not 100% with his pinky injury. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. The process towards progress continues para dito sa Ilagan Isabela. Coach Mike entering their second season here in the league. Pero tignan muna natin, Coach Mike, ang ating team standings. We start off in the South Division. Gensal still lording over at 8-0. Quezon will play later, 5-0. So Quezon, they have a chance of moving up dito sa division nila.
Pagkakataong, to continue with the remain unbeaten season for them. They are 5-0 right now, and mamaya Zamboanga Sikat susubukan rin para dito sa South na magkaroon ng pagkakataon maybe makakuha ng panalo.
Good thing for Zamboanga, meron pa silang pagkakataon na makaangat. In the North Division is where all the chaos is happening, particularly at the top, Coach Mike.
Oo, grabe yung labanan dito from 1 to 6, and even maybe stretch it all the way to 7, and those guys really competing it out. But the top 4, you see Caloocan, San Juan, Pasay, and the Abra Weavers really battling it out for the top 4 spots so far sa Norte.
So pag-uusapan natin isa sa mga kupunan in the North Division. We talked about already itong Ilagan Isabela, Coach Mike, because in their last game, in terms of the margin, hindi ito yung worst loss, but in terms of how they lost this game, this is probably, arguably, their worst loss of the season.
Oo, after yung makita nila yung 5-game winning streak nila na mahinto at the hands of the Gensan Warriors, sabi nila, kailangan maka-bounce back na tayo. And kaso hindi yun na nangyari dun sa laban na yun. They did shoot better from the field at 44%. Despite the 15 less attempts, pero yung minus 16 ka sa offensive rebounds, which gave 10 more second chance opportunities and makes para dito sa Quezon City really told on the result of the game. And I do like how the report earlier of Gianna mentioning that it's accountability and the players need to talk about it.
Coach Louie Gonzalez looking to rectify and steer the ship para dito sa Ilagan Isabela. Kalaban nila hindi magiging madali. They're going up against a team who are in the midst of an unbeaten run, 8 games, 8 wins, no losses itong Caloocan.
At saka despite yung slow start nila against Valenzuela, they blew the game wide open, leading by as much as 42 in that game. Really controlling the boards and being a master of it. But what's even more impressive is yung 9 turnovers nila. At the same time, nakakuha sila ng 26 points doon sa mga pagkakamali na nagawa nitong Valenzuela in that game.
Ilagan Isabela versus the Caloocan Batang Kankalu. In our first game, let's go to Miguel Pere for starters.
Tap Sports YouTube channel and on Facebook page, the 2026 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 8. Time to carry on the starting fives, beginning with Ilagan Isabela, 5-star Cowboys. Starting at guard, number 1, Kyle Paranada. Also at guard, number 2, Don Gumaru. At center, number 22, Joseph Gabayni. Power forward, number 18, Art De La Cruz. Also at forward, number 7, from Barangay San Andres, JP Kawilan. The head coach for the Cowboys is Louis Gonzalez. Assistant coaches, Mixon Ramos, Eric De La Cuesta, Hans Robles, Ethel Tacorda, and Alex Calweng. Coaching consultant, Glenn Capasio. Team managers, Vice Mayor Dave Diaz, Board Member EJ Diaz, and George Fournier. Team governors, Ricky Lagui and Joey Fournier. The team owners are Jayo Diaz, Governor Rodito Albano, and Mayor Jay Diaz. Here comes the starting five for Caloocan Batang Kankalu. Starting at guard, number 30, Jeff Manday. Also at guard, number 16, Irvin Palencia. At center, number 2, Jammer Hamito. Also at forward, number 4, kay Manny Ladi. The other forward, number 12, Harvey Pagsanan. The head coach for Caloocan is Noy Catalan. Assistant coaches, Florian Pineda, Ariel Sison, Harold Nang, Joseph Gion, Dan Xavier, Jun Medina, Rick Sison, and Flaviano Ilagan III. Team consultant, Gerson Cabiltes. Team manager, Macrobert Chandu. Team governor, Jeremy P.
Starting five is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Ilagan Isabela starts off with Kyle Paranada, Donald Gumaru, Joseph Gabayni, Art De La Cruz, and JP Kawilan. For the Caloocan Batang Kankalu, Jeff Manday, Irvin Palencia, Jammer Amito, Manny Ladi, and Harvey Pagsanhan. The referees for this ball game are Manuel Binondo, Maynard Centeno, and Alvin Sosongo. Fourth man is EJ Carase. Caloocan winning the tip. They are in orange, going up against Ilagan Isabela in white. Manday, he is the leading scorer for Caloocan this season. He misses, but the follow-up will work for Jammer Amito.
Well, very quickly, if you look at the previous game of itong Ilagan against Quezon City Black Bulls, na-mention natin kanina offensive rebounding, naging challenge sa kanila. And right off the bat, very first possession, nakakuha kaagad ng offensive rebound itong Caloocan. I'm sure that that's something that Coach Louie and the players have talked about in their recent meeting.
They gave up a total of 26 offensive rebounds to the Quezon City Black Bulls. Talking about itong Ilagan Isabela, and now they gave up a 3. Jeff Manday has been shooting the lights out this season from beyond the arc. 45.5% from that distance.
Not only because it's given a lot of space, no? Kanina yung unang-unang set nila, ganun din. Ito, on a tip, immediately goes to the hands of Jeff Manday, and left wing 3 off that arc. Walang problema yan kay Jeff Manday.
Paranada. Pass broken up by kay Manny Ladi. Numbers for Caloocan. Manday, sidestep. Fouled hard by Don Gumaru, preventing what could have been an easy layup.
This is a very good version of Jeff Manday we're seeing so far dito sa panimula ng season para dito sa Caloocan. Really, for the most part of the previous season, off the bench, no? But now, you know, coming off as a starter and leading the way in terms of scoring para dito sa Caloocan.
Manday hits the first free throw. Let's go courtside to Gian Alianes.
Kian Baclaan and Jeremy Cabanag are sitting this game out for Caloocan today due to a knee and back injury respectively. Sabi ni Coach Gerson, dahil sa last tough loss ng Ilagan, they know that their opponents are going to be a lot more hungry today. He admitted in terms of preparation naman, they're just going to go with the flow of the game today because they have to determine now within the game if it's going to be a dominating game by Ilagan's older veterans in Cabagnot and De La Cruz or if it's going to be a faster game led by Cawilan and Paranada based on their scouting. Magbabalik pa po ang MPBL.
Back into the game. 150 and what a steal. That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final moment of the game. Can they make magic? White Lounge wins the game.
Win the game. Easy lang with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Coach Louis Gonzalez was quite livid in that last timeout. He called a timeout a minute and 8 seconds in because they already gave up 7 points dito sa Caloocan Batang Kangkalu, Coach Mike.
I think ang importante doon na isinesend the message ni Coach Luis, come on guys, we have to wake up early. Hindi naman basta-basta itong kalaban natin. We're going up against Caloocan. I'm sure he did not like the offensive rebounding, the lack of transition defense, and the lack of energy in terms of defending. Good thing that Don Gumaro was finally able to make a bucket here para dito sa Ilagan.
Had to double clutch that one though, but they will take it. They are on the board. Palencia with the absence of Kian Baclaan and Jeremy Cabanag getting some run here. Fadeaway jumper by MANNY Ladi.
That's the challenge if you're guarding against MANNY Ladi. Patamaan yung screen or mag-slip. Either way pwedeng maging threat. And so I would like to think Coach Louis really trying to tell his guys pretty much when he started this season, we were very proud of our defense. This was the tough one against MANNY Ladi. Just cutting to that short corner, open space, not even a challenge, and the free shot from there.
Ang maganda dun, Coach Mike, di na siya nagdalawang isip pa sa gagawin niya dun.
Oh.
What a pass! Manday in stride gets 2 points. He has 7 of Caloocan's 11 points.
So far, this is becoming even more challenging sa pagdepensa nitong Ilagan Cowboys because halos wala ka nakikita multiple dribbles para dito sa Caloocan. Mabilis na pagpasa ng bola, paghanap ng available na kakampi, and quickly they find them and they make their baskets.
Very noticeable for Ilagan Isabela. They haven't really involved Art De La Cruz very much. In the beginning of this ball game, we have a foul call against them. Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
That was an easy pass off that wing reversal into that weak side area. Just leaving Jeff Manday pretty clear.
Caloocan Batang Kangkalu, their average winning margin is 30.8 points. Maaga pinasok sa loob si Allen Mina para sa Ilagan Isabela.
And surprisingly, kanina I was talking to Allen Mina because I was reviewing some of his numbers. Would you believe that Allen Mina, in all the games that they played, has not gone to the line? And so, nararamdaman mo na it's either his shot selections is pretty much mid-range or the outside.
Ilagan Isabela committing their third turnover already.
Oh my.
Ladi the catch. Can't finish in traffic. De La Cruz the rebound. Ilagan Isabela trying to run. Gumaru, quick catch and shoot. He rattles that one home from beyond the arc.
The Ilagan Cowboys not really known for early transition. No, normally, palalampasin nila yung first 8 seconds, sa atake sila sa baba. Doon sila magaling mga last 8 seconds. Ang ganda ng percentage ng conversion nila doon. But this time, it's very refreshing na makita mo si Don Gumaro on the very first look to take that 3. But again, you have to stop at Jeff Manday. He's 8 points already in this game.
10 puntos
10 na. Oh my. Ang bilis, di ba? 10 of the 15 all from Jeff.
Dalawang tres. They had a couple of baskets inside the arc. This was the 3-point shot earlier brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
You see how si Art de la Cruz did not even bother to get in there in that two-man action because alam niya the drop coverage, the drop itong si Manny Ladi, or at least kung mag-i-slip siya, makakahabol siya. So he really had to ice that middle lane.
To go to the post, Gabayni committed an offensive foul earlier. Mina peeks at the clock, 5 seconds left. De La Cruz takes the free, no good. Ball ending up with Irvin Palencia. Pagsanhan, Hamito. Pretty much unchallenged on that shot. Late na yung pag-contest doon. Naagaw pa ni Irvin Palencia yung bola. And he sticks it in. 19-6 Caloocan with that early barrage.
And I think as you look at the numbers, it's already the 4th turnover para dito sa Ilagan early in the first quarter, and they've already given up 6 turnover points for Caloocan, and they really are just making them pay.
Art de la Cruz giving up a foul. Gonzalez searching for the right combination. Alex Cabagnot and Miguel Ona coming in.
Yeah, more height. Because right now, they are getting out-rebounded.
And also for them to get settled down here because Caloocan, Batang Kakalo pretty much having their way. Pagsanhan gets fouled.
And Alex had to come in after mastila ni Irvin Palencia si Kyle Paranada earlier and bring in more veteran leadership on that guard spot. Gumaro though remains at that guard still.
MANNY is the digital wallet built for the community. Marvy Pagsanhan. Kung Oka malapitan. Tapos Dennis Abelian nandyan din. 2 for 2 at the line for Harvey.
So itong dalawang teams natin, again, Ilagan and Caloocan, always when they play games, their VIPs make sure that they join in the games and watch them.
Alex being pressured, gives it up to Allen Mina, steps into a free, still can't find the mark. And we talked about how Allen Mina hasn't gone to the line this season. It's been quite a different journey this time around in the second stint with Ilagan Isabela.
Agree, kasi he's really more on the perimeter, unlike in the previous years when he played for the Heat Waves in Pampanga. He was really attacking the paint, as much as he can.
Ito, sumalaksak siya. Nice kick-out pass. Umaru. The guys traded for each other last season. Connect as Umaru knocks down his second triple. 8 of the 9 points coming from Don Gumaru. But they still trailed by a dozen, 21-9. Kasin pulls the trigger. Vintis. Cabagnot.
Nice pass.
And those two guys have found that chemistry. Si Art de la Cruz at si Alex Cabagnot.
That's ang gusto mo doon sa instance na yun. See this spray out after that paint touch of a 3. I thought his foot was on the line kay Don Gumaro.
Long two lang.
Oh yeah. And so, again, itong si Cabagnot and the Art de la Cruz really is showing a lot of, I guess, control inside the paint for Ilagan. But meantime, Harvey off to the races. They've been so good in transition itong Caloocan.
Nice outlet pass from Crispy Toon. Approaching the 4-minute mark of quarter number 1. Alex working on Kasin. Drives. Draws a foul and he'll head to the line for 2 shots. Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
And just being active, chasing yung kabila side sa transition. And out-sprinting ni Harvey yung halos lahat ng Ilagan players. That's no, definitely he's going to be needed here, especially at the point guard spot to try and, settle everybody down.
Nakita ko sila kanina ni Art de la Cruz having quite a lengthy chat during the warm-ups. And Art mentioned how nagulat siya, no, na si Alex, because he has that wealth of experience, the reputation, but he's been laging bira daw niyang makitang hindi naangit ito si Alex eh. And he's been a bright spot, a positive addition para dito sa Ilagan Isabela.
Oh yeah, very positive yung energy na dala ni Alex. Matter of fact, I see him sometimes in social media, even on some of his staff in some of his businesses and on some of his basketball endeavors that he does. He really is, a happy guy to be around with.
And he really takes his time to greet each and every one here in the MPBL. Yung nga yung sinasabi ko, isa yan sa mga pinaka-fitting na maging ambassador dito sa MPBL.
Correct. Tsaka he carries himself very well.
To turn the ball over though, again, itong Ilagan Isabela. Tom Escobar entering the game for Caloocan. Biton, catch and shoot 3. It will roll out. Capson there to pick it up and put it in. 25-10. Batang Kakalo with a 15-point lead.
Well, Batang Kakalo already have 12 points inside the paint, and majority of them really coming from fast breaks.
Ray Boy, short. Kalahat the rebound.
Gotta go down now if you're Ilagan. Gotta face up.
Chris Biton wants a screen. They go to Palat at the elbow. Thompson will take the jumper from downtown and he hits it.
Alam mo, sobrang komportable tumira ng 3-pointers nitong Caloocan this season, only because they have very mobile guys that can actually rebound. Even the guards like Chris Biton, actually, they chase rebounds as well.
Nabagnot. Biton got wiped out by the screen. They still can't buy a bucket. Talking about Ilagan Isabela. Solis, pinasa palabas kay Alex. 5 segundo sa kanilang shot clock. Travel.
I don't know if you noticed, Ken. The bench is pretty loud of Caloocan defensively, and the players even, they usap lang ng usap talaga sa loob ng floor and not allowing themselves to be beat into rotations.
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Magtaka ka, tahimik yung bench ng Caloocan.
Oo nga.
Escobar gets the step. And he'll earn himself 2 free throws.
So far, lahat ng itong mga action na ginagawa nila Coach Gerson for all their primary scorers. Earlier, the very first possession, we saw that flare screen set up para kay Jeff Manday, which eventually ended up in a layup because that defense closed out on him. Ito naman, kay Escobar is sinet up nila o Papawan Iverson, and then a middle lane attack. And really on the very first possession na involved itong mga scorers na to, they really quickly try to get them going.
His girlfriend making the trip all the way from Southern California. Missing the back end of his free throws though. Pero offensive rebound na naman sa Caloocan. Kasin, step back jumper is good. 21-point lead. Ilagan Isabela. The struggles continuing in this ball game. Cabagnot, jumper, much needed basket. He hits the 3.
One of the very rare times that you see a good space on the guy taking the shot. And this was another open spot for another 3-pointer, this time by Romel Calaan. That's 3-pointer number what? 5? 4? And sobrang the defense really gets sucked into the paint once na nagkaroon na ng dribble penetration. Katulad niya nangyari na yan, leaving Romel Calahat. And tingin ko you have to pick your poison. mahirap rin lang talaga dahil may mga shooters na sa labas, may mga dominant pa inside the paint para dito sa Caloocan.
DJ Filemprico at the line. Ilagan Isabela. They had that 5-game winning streak going, but have suffered back-to-back losses. Yung una laban sa Jensen Warriors, they just had trouble executing towards the stretch. But that game against Quezon City where they fell behind by as many as 31 points, and then now another slow start for them. At 20 puntos ang kasalukuyan labang ng Caloocan Batang Kakalo sa kanila.
And you know how I always talk about these 4 pillars of stats na sabi na in a way almost dictates how the game is played. And efficient shooting is pretty okay, 38% para sa Ilagan. Battle on the offensive rebounds, pretty much the same, pero lamang sila pagdating sa second chance points itong Caloocan. But the turnovers though, that's where the big story is. You have 6 turnovers already for Ilagan against only 1 para dito sa Caloocan, and they are getting more to the line than that of itong Caloocan team.
To the post they go, Kalahat trying to bully his way onto the basket.
That's an attack downhill. Good spray.
Offensive rebound na naman para sa kanila. Itoon can't hit the 3, and Ilagan Isabela will get possession back, down by 18 points.
One might argue itong 5 ng Caloocan, the least guy that you would expect get an offensive rebound, Silly Chris Biton. But these 4 other guys, no, Escobar, Camzon, Kalahat, and Casin, all these guys crash the boards pretty well.
Liab did not finish. 8 seconds left. Biton lost it. Ilagan Isabela will have one more crack at it to end the first quarter. Alex. 2 seconds. Kabagnot. Jumper off the back iron. And this quarter comes to a close. And a lot of frustrations now happening on the side of Ilagan Isabela as they trail by 18 points, 34-16 against Caloocan. Last game, Jeff Banday followed up that 37-point performance with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists in that win the last time out. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung kanyang pagpuspong dito. 10 points, made a couple of threes to start off this ball game.
Ako, more than the stats, it's yung kumpiyansa na nakukuha nito ni Jeff Banday. Yung mga stats na yan is really just an output of the way that he's been playing so far for Caloocan. And in my opinion, he's given that green light by Coach Jerson because he understands, you know, the way that he can help them open up the lane if he starts knocking down those shots.
Ilagan Isabela committed 6 turnovers in quarter number 1. On the flip side, Caloocan shot 60%, 12 out of 20 from the field. And that's why they have this big lead right now at 18. Kabagnot gets into the paint and lays it in.
Actually, across all shooting stats, even in the across the points breakdown, talagang dominated nitong Caloocan. You mentioned already 60% shooting in the first quarter, 57% from 3, 75% from the line. They have more points in the paint, of second chance, of turnovers, the bench, and even fast breaks.
Yung unti-unti nakukuha ng Ilagan Isabela yung kanilang rhythm.
Well, somehow, importante, makakuha sila at magkaroon ng magandang panimula dito sa second quarter.
That's a good thing. It's only the second quarter. Cabagnot, straight but long on that three. We have a foul on the floor against Caloocan.
So far, itong si Alex Cabagnot has been getting his looks. No? Karamihan na ang natira niya sa ibabaw, talagang may space ka dahil umaabang na itong mga Caloocan sa rebound sa baba. And you have to have that level of respect for the outside shooting of Alex Cabagnot because he, in my opinion, is also a streaky scorer.
Timbon Subre coming in for Caloocan. Elebrico. 8 segundo sa kanilang shot clock. Elbow jumper by Giab. That goes down for Ilagan Isabela. They have cut this lead down to 14 points.
I like na pinasok to si Josh Giab kanina pretty much to counter against Romel Calahat, pero nilabas si Romel, he gets switched over here to Eric Camson.
Quick double team and J-Boy Solis coming away with a steal. Mayroon pang foul na tinawag laban sa Caloocan.
Coco Pingoy bringing in a lot of energy para dito sa Ilagan Cowboys. They are gonna need that little bit of edginess, no? Here in this game. You're down 14, but you're getting a good start to the second quarter. At the very least, slowing down a little bit itong Caloocan.
Magkasama sa loob para sa Ilagan Isabela. Alex Cabagnot, TJ Felebrico, J-Boy Solis, Josh Giab, and Coco Pingoy. Giab, back to Pingoy.
That's the shot.
Solis, shot fake. Nice pass inside. Giab, overshooting the mark though. Ito on quickly to kay Manny Ladi. Fell down on the floor. Foul against J-Boy Solis.
Iba rin ang enerhiyang bit-bit nito ni Kimani Ladi, no? Walang problema sa kanya yung bungguan sa ilalim, eh. In an interview, and I think it was in Rebanse when I heard him say na alam na niya kung anong aabutan niya dito sa MPBL, eh. And so he's pretty much ready for all the physicality and bungguan and what have you.
Na-warningan na sila. Silang dalawa ni Tom Escobar, ni Coach Tab Baldwin. Danny Ravena in attendance. Na mabanggit ko lang, taga-Kaintayan, ha?
Kaya nga.
Ravenas.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Umuusbong ang love life.
Ganun ba? Sorry, hindi ako updated. Kayo updated kayo sa mga ganyan, eh.
Alam mo ba nakinig ka nung episode ng Rebanse? Nag-reveal na si Coach Christian.
Nag-reveal ba?
Lang nag-reveal.
Ganun ba yun?
Ng kanilang magandang union.
Kailangan palang mabalikan ko yung episode na yan, ha?
2 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Babalik sa loob si Gumaro. We have a challenge by the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Foul call stands. Unsuccessful challenge by Coach Gerson Cabiltes. So free throws coming up for Alex Cabagnot. 36-20. Let's go courtside to Gianna.
Ken and Mike, hindi raw sure ang Ilagan Isabela coaches kung nahihiya pa ang players nila o hindi pa sila komportable. Pero pinaalala nila na they can't make it an excuse that it's still early in the season. Naniniwala raw ang coaching staff ng Isabela that the lineup they built can beat anyone in the league, but they still have to be more efficient with their camaraderie, sizing up, and playing at the right speed. They were reminded to make their last loss a motivation for this game and to cover Caloocan's shooters, something they really tried to prepare for now. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. But so far, one part of the equation, hindi pa nila nasusolusyonan. Caloocan is shooting 4 out of 7 from beyond the arc.
And dun maganda yung efficiencies nila, no? Na kailangan ma-cover din yan. Oh, jealous din. Grabe yung labanan sa ilalim. Don Gumaro going up against June Bonsubre.
Hindi yata counted,
No, it's not.
Yung tira ni Jello Razon. Umaru picking up his second foul.
That was a foul away, and so nauna yung pito bago yung tira.
Silang dalawa ni June Bonsubre. Magkatunggali sa ilalim. By the way, congratulations to June Bonsubre and Coach Aisel.
Oo nga.
Exciting yan. Pero bago ang lahat, meron tayong challenge na naman in a matter of seconds on the side of Caloocan. Tama ba?
Yes.
No, I think it was Ilagan.
Ilagan.
I think Ilagan was the one who challenged that last foul call. Yeah, Coach Louis Gonzalez wants a clarification. We'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Parehong coaches unsuccessful sa kanilang mga challenge. So Umaru will pick up his second foul. Caloocan has Harvey Pagsanhan, kay Manny Ladi, Jeff Manday, June Bonsubre, and Jello Razon. Manday with 10 early points in the first quarter. They have 7 seconds on their shot clock. Bonsubre fading away but shuffled his feet.
Yeah, that was a good call. Medyo may paggalaw nung pivot foot ni June Bonsubre as he got that ball down on the low block, trying to create a shot for them.
If you just tuned in, Caloocan jumped out to a 7-0 start. Lumobo pa yan to as many as 21 points. Ilagan Isabela though, despite their rough start, they have clawed their way back. Just down by 14, but they turned the ball over, something that they have been problems with.
Yeah, sobrang aga raw nung pasa ni Jeff Manday. Kay Manny Ladi wanted went a little bit paatras. Siya na nakalead yung pasa, tumama na dun sa board. Speaking of kay Manny Ladi, pagsabihan pa ako ni Boss Edel, kailangan daw alam ko yung mga story na ganyan. Oh my God. Sorry na, Chief.
Layo nitong tres na pinakawalan
Oo.
ni Jello Razon. Shout out, Boss Edel.
Boss Edel, shout out. Pero kailangan mabigyan mo ako ng mga updates sa mga ganyan, Ken, ha?
By the way, ginredit ni Art de la Cruz si Boss Edel. Yung, kasi Art was having troubles with his injuries. Let's see this Jello Razon 3. This is 3-pointer number 5 para sa Caloocan. Mentioned si Boss Edel nung recent episode ng Rebansi podcast about being one of the reasons why he had a chance to rejuvenate his career with Ilagan, because parang sabi niya, itong Ilagan Isabela, ito talaga yung nagbigay sa kanya ng legitimate chance of getting back to himself. Itong free throw na ito ay atid sa atin yan na extreme ang subok at kumpletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And Art de la Cruz, he has suffered 2 Achilles tears. Last season, missed 2 months. And even nung playoffs, he did not play in that series against Abra after injuring his ankle in that play-in game against Bataan. So he has a chip on his shoulder coming in his second season with Ilagan Isabela.
Oh, and I think very, very welcoming para kay Art yung kanyang experience dito sa MPBL. And to be here with Ilagan, I think the role fits Art pretty much. And siya yung leader na kailangan nitong Ilagan. Meantime, Prince right there had to create space para makuha niya yung bucket na yun sa ilalim.
Little over 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. 14 ang lamang ng Caloocan. Razon, jump shot. Wala. Rebound nakuha ni Dondon Gumaru. Guys in white. This is the closest that they have been since trailing by as many as 21. Bagsak si Rivero at may pito laban sa Caloocan. They are in penalty.
Parehong sanay sa bungguan sa ilalim yan. Si Prince, even si MANNY, who's always been ready for the physicality of the games here in the MPBL.
Gerson Cabildes getting warned. Testing that last foul call. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Naipasok ni Prince yung unang free throw. Gerson Cabildes. This is his, if I'm not mistaken, his 4th MPBL team. Started off with Basilan.
Yes.
Then had the championship with Nueva Ecija. And then he was part of that Pangasinan squad, which was only the 2nd team in MPBL history as the 7th seed to get past the first round. At sila yung kauna-unahang 7th seed na umabot all the way to this division finals.
And he is a coach that has become part of, in my opinion, 2 of the nicest moniker of teams that we have in the MPBL. The Heat Waves and the Rice Vanguards, di ba?
Oo. Para nada. De La Cruz goes around the defense, get finished.
Yeah.
JP Cawilan there to clean it up.
Yan yung mga extra effort na gusto mong makita dito kay JP Cawilan. If the threes are not available, definitely you gotta figure out a way to try and compete inside the paint.
Just a 10-point lead. Past the halfway point of the second quarter. Razon, pinilit, wala. Tinapik na lang palabas kay Pagsanhan.
Yeah. Pero so far si Kyle Paranada is doing a good job of staying attached dito kay Jello Razon on that drive. Hindi siya na-beat. He just kept staying in there even in the 2-man action. Tried to shoot the gap para hindi siya mapailalim or tumama dun sa screen.
The catch by De La Cruz. The pass to Gumaru off the glass and in. Lead down to single digits.
I think the only big man who can make that pass that way and that accurate to that spot on the floor is Art de la Cruz. Grabe yung view kung saan yung open spot na tinakbuhan ni Don Gumaru.
Panday, crossover, takes the three and makes it.
Grabe na yung depensa ni Don Gumaru doon, ha? Very little space that he had and it was not a well-balanced shot.
Rivero can't answer. One and done that time by Ilagan Isabela. Hamito will get that one to trickle in. 44-31. Ilagan Isabela playing much better in the second quarter. Gumaru sumalaksak. Shot fake.
No, a lot of trouble.
Great deflection by Manny Lally. Those long arms coming into play. And De La Cruz
Oh.
will give up a foul. Hindi counted yun.
Oo, pero grabe naman yun. In rhythm palagi ito si Jeff Manday.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Yung Jammer Hamito, getting rewarded for that run. Tama, sabi ni Boss Edel, kailangan i-update mo ako palagi sa mga ganyang kwento.
Ganun ba? Uy, shoutout ko rin si Coach Juanito Gregorio.
Coach Juanits!
Ha? Nabalita ko, as Manday misses the 3. Follow-up is good from Jammer Hamito.
Well, bago tayo tumungo dyan kay Coach Juanits, si Coach Mixon Ramos earlier was calling the refs because there was a foot on the line on the half court. And he was saying it was backing. Tama naman kasi both feet was already in front.
Magnon with a tough jumper. 46-33, under 3 minutes left in the second period. Manday. Good catch and shoot from Hamito Mintes. May foul laban sa Caloocan. Penalty na sila. So, Ilagan Isabela shooting their 11th and 12th attempts from the line.
So far, this is a better scoring quarter para dito sa Ilagan, no? It's right now at 17 and 18. I say 17 and 12. And so, inuunti-unti lang nitong Ilagan. But the important thing is for them to hang in there, build on this really good second quarter of theirs.
Art De La Cruz hitting the first free throw. Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. 6 straight double-doubles to begin the season for Art De La Cruz. Coincidentally, they went 5-1. Then suffered back-to-back losses, trying to rectify that today against Caloocan. Joko Tayong Tong getting to the cup.
There was no help at all on that drive by Joko Tayong. That post was pretty much open and very easy downhill finish. Nice pass.
Rivero ready to receive it and scores underneath.
Baklase rin talaga ang vision ni Art De La Cruz. Interior passing, even full length of the floor on a half-court set. He knows where to bring that ball.
Mid-range jumper, wala. Galing kay Tayong Tong. Bola nakuha ni Pagsanhan. Hamito, floater, no. Follow-up, yes.
Alam mo kung anong magandang ginagawa ni Jammer Hamito aside from making these baskets? He's very quick to a decision. Inside the paint, pagkakuha niya, hindi na niya titingin ng pasa. Hanapin na niya yung tira kagad.
Granada.
Yeah.
Still scoreless. Manday.
Oh no.
Napabayaan sa tres. That's a cardinal sin if you're Ilagan Isabela going under that screen.
Parang pakiramdam mo, parang naging force of habit kay Art De La Cruz kasi halos lahat ng naging cover niya, puro naka-drop coverage siya. He forgot that it was Jeff Manday with the ball at the top. Oh no.
Jeff Manday continues his scoring spree. He is up to 18 points.
And that's 16 points of turnovers already para dito sa Caloocan out of the 9 turnovers that they forced on Ilagan.
Alex, bounce pass to De La Cruz. 8 segundo sa kanilang shot clock. Fouled by Harvey Pagsanhan.
And that's just Art De La Cruz being the veteran that he is.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Yan, yun yung interior passing na minimension natin kanina na ang ganda ng pagkakabigay kay Prince Rivero ni Art De La Cruz. And in that last instance, na na-foul ito si Art De La Cruz, talagang being a veteran, understood, mismatch underneath. I'm bigger against Harvey Pagsanhan. One might say si Harvey, hindi ka rin naman aatrasan niya pagdating sa depensa inside the paint, but it's just the experience and the conviction of Art De La Cruz to really attack that defense. Coach Gerson is livid right now. He's already got a warning.
He's gonna get teed up here.
Warning on the Batang Caloocan for improper bench decorum.
And they warned the entire bench for improper bench decorum. Teka. Palagay ko technical na ito eh. Kasi yun nga, to your point, na warningan na si Coach Gerson.
Yeah, I had a warning earlier.
Yeah, it is.
Technical foul on the Batang Caloocan for improper bench decorum. Second infraction.
Technical free throw for Art De La Cruz.
And that was the same official na kanina kinausap na ni Coach Mixon about the possible
Sa backcourt.
over and back kanina. Oo, siya rin yung same na kausap. But he was saying na merong trail official na makakakita noon. Not him kasi nasa baba siya. But nonetheless, we still have Art De La Cruz on the line.
Silang dalawa ni JP Kawilan, yung latest guest nila Mika Abisamis, Christian Luanzon, and Joe Gomez De Leaño sa Ribanse Podcast. Panoorin nyo yan, out na yan sa Spotify, sa YouTube. 55-40 is our score. Caloocan in front by 15. 40 seconds left sa ating first half. Sayong-tong. Not sure who the intended recipient was, but they throw it away. Bola babalik sa Ilagan Isabela.
Ang tinuturo ni Joko, dapat meron dumive galing sa taas. I'm not sure if he was pertaining to Jammer Hamito or Matias.
Pinggoy. De La Cruz working on Ronnie Matias. One-hander is good for Art.
Ibang klase nilalaro dito ni Art De La Cruz so far through 2 quarters. Look at that beautiful pass, little shot fake, got that defense up. Then you know he's gonna spin middle over to the left. And yung kagandahan nun, yung isang kamay na floater for a big man like Art De La Cruz.
7 points for Art De La Cruz. The lead is at 13.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! Exactly is going to even out the game. 9 in the final of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Nice crowd as always at the One Arena in Cainta. I've lost track of how many times we've been here this season.
I'm gonna tell you who else lost track. Coach Christian, nung tinanong ni Coach Sedel pang ilang episode na ang Rebanse, he wasn't sure whether it was 6 or 7.
Wala na agaw off a Caloocan timeout. Good foul by Alex.
Yeah, good foul to give.
That's veteran smarts for you. 2.6 seconds left. That's their last foul to give. That's great awareness by Alex.
Always.
Razon will trigger it in.
Oh no, Jeff.
They leave Manday open though, and he hits it. They make them pay with that blown defensive assignment. What a half for Jeff Manday.
5 of 6 from 3. And you knew that he was going to be that hottest hand on the floor to go into that break. Nobody cross-court on that skip. Prince, just too much space for the hot hand of Jeff Manday.
21 points in the first half for Jeff Manday. And they enter the dugout ahead by 14, 58-44.
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanigang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay umayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
At the half, Caloocan Batang Kangkalu in front over Ilagan Isabela, 58-44. Coach Mike, a high-scoring first half for Caloocan, and they did it by committee, especially with them shooting the lights out from beyond the arc.
Yeah, itong Ilagan naman on their end, scoring only 16 in the first quarter, pero maganda naman yung balik nila where they scored 28 in that second quarter. But pretty much ang ganda ng field goal shooting ng Caloocan, led of course by Jammer Hamito, who I think is 77% from the field. Samantalang ito naman si Jeff Manda has been pretty solid at 70% also, but he's 5 out of 6 from 3. Only because of those 3-point makes, the turnovers, points that Caloocan got out of that run. And clearly, you have to be able to, work on the transition, including yung second chance opportunities, where so far it's 16-4 in favor of Caloocan.
Alex Cabagnot came off the bench to score 11 points. Dondon Gumaru had 9. Jeff Manday has been shooting the lights out this afternoon for the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu, 21 points. Jammer Amito with 10. Coming off the bench, Ilagan Isabela trying to avoid a third straight defeat in that very competitive North Division, where we've had teams like Pasay, Quezon City, even Valenzuela. Despite that blowout loss, they are pretty much in the thick of things.
Yeah. They're actually in a very good spot itong Valenzuela, no? Considering na pang-siyam sila, they are even better than Bataan Risers, who've been struggling of late. Especially that very close loss against Mindoro.
Pasig City is also in the midst of a 4-game winning streak, and then that big three, Caloocan, Abra, San Juan on top.
Wow, what a move.
Art de la Cruz. Medyo nagsimula na siyang makuha niya, no, yung kanyang laro in the second quarter. Let's see if that continues in the third.
Ako gusto ko yung una-unang umatake kagad itong si Art de la Cruz on the offensive end. Not to pass, but really to look for his shots. Saw that lane open, went to that slow down on that zero step, and nakatapo siya. But meantime, Jeff Manday, how are you gonna guard him?
We are seeing a different Jeff Manday this season, Coach Mike.
And it makes the game na mas madali para sa kanya, in my opinion, kung ganito ang patuloy na magiging shooting niya sa labas. Because definitely, kung ikaw bantay, lalabas ka, kung close out mo eh. Pero, you know, may ball on the floor skill rin ito si Jeff Manday. He can create for himself inside the lane.
Just the way he picks his spots. Confidence. This is a big-time move from him. Off the dribble. Hitting it in. 23 points for Jeff.
One might say parang in reverse, napag-court touch screen pa si Allen Mina doon kasi he was trying to seal off against Kimani Ladi. Oh my! Kasin and Manday have been doing so good from the outside.
9th triple for Caloocan. They're in front by 19. Pingoy will answer right back with a 3 of his own.
I think that's an important part of where they're gonna get their scoring because in that department, you know, they were a -3 in terms of 3-point makes against Caloocan. Split action here.
By Manny Ladi.
Oh my.
Rising up over his defender, Mintes. Kapag not, nagbaba ng bola, gives it up to Art de la Cruz. Pass down low. Allen Mina. Pingoy. Off to the left. And Ladi will secure the rebound. No Dondon Dumaru and JP Kawilan to start the third.
Being taller, in my opinion, for Ilagan.
Shot na ito. Ayan din sa ating yata extreme. Ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas.
Gusto ko doon, galing siya sa weak side. No? He went to that open spot and quickly nakita siya doon sa pagpunta niya doon sa spot na yun.
Manny Ladi momentarily lost his dribble but recovers and scores plus a foul.
Wow, Kimani Ladi, in the different ways that he's played, he's 3 out of 7 from the field, had that good role, pretty much mismatched against that coverage by Coco Pingoy, went downhill and had control with that shot.
Averaging 12.5 points, 6.4 rebounds.
Ang impressive dyan, alam mo Ken, so far this game, it is the 2 assists and the 2 steals. You know, the coverage on the length of the floor that he can actually play for Caloocan. And parang ano lang nagko-compliment lang sila ni Eric Camson, no? Magandang sa ilalim si Eric Camson to man that low block and then patrolling outside, trying to make things difficult for their opponents is Kimani Ladi. That length and athleticism allowing him to really recover back.
De La Cruz slips and lays it in. He is up to 11 points.
But that time, nandun na sa dunker spot itong si Art de la Cruz hung in there habang umaabang ng pasa si Kimani Ladi. And again, this is the second time nakakitaan natin si J-Boy Solis nakikipaglaban ng posisyonan kay Kimani Ladi.
Play of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
So that time, Kimani got beat. And medyo na late yung peel off nito ni Eric Camson. Just a quick finger roll from Art de la Cruz.
68-51, 3 minutes gone by in the third period. Caloocan led by as many as 21 points. Naibaba ng Ilagan Isabela yan to as low as 8 in the second quarter.
At saka ng first half, ang taas ng points per possession ng Caloocan. It's close to 1.5 and that is pretty high points per possession number.
Kasit can't connect on that 3. Umaru pass to Pingoy. They go to Art de la Cruz up top.
Slip.
Allen Mina back to Art. Good pass. Pingoy will
pass.
take the 3 and make it.
Well, everything very fluid that time for Ilagan Cowboys. One of the very few possessions that they got what they wanted.
Thompson putting on a clinic at the post.
Kaso mahirap sa kabila, yung Caloocan nakukuha rin nila kung ano yung gusto nila. And that was a quick post entry and a quick decision to try and attack that defense of J-Boy Solis. J-Boy got bit into that middle action pero ang spin papunta sa baseline side para dito kay Eric Camson.
Dom Escobar coming in for Jeff Manday. May balita tayo kay Gianna Llanes.
During their halftime huddle, Coach Louie pretty much just reminded his team to keep it together mentally for the second half. Ang pinakaayaw raw niyang mangyari ay magsisisihan sila. Instead, they need to communicate with each other on how to resolve their lapses. In his words, before you act on how you feel, let's think about the consequences of our actions. He talks about their 8-point run in the second quarter and how their defense went wasted with one mistake. They were able to slow down the game at their pace back then daw. Kaya ang game plan now is prevent the running game and stay disciplined. Back to you guys.
Yeah, maraming salamat Gianna because Ilagan, they committed total of 6 turnovers in the first quarter. Naibaba nila yan ng Bagya in the second period. They ended up at the half just having 8. So it meant that they only had 2 in the second period. And to Gianna's point, medyo napuntas yung Caloocan sa kanilang pace, which enabled them to catch up a bit. Nababa nila yung lamang to 8. But also, that report about not getting the emotions get the best of them, as MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. That's something really important, especially in a long season like this one where the ups and downs of a marathon of a season in the MPBL, Coach Mike.
Yep. Tsaka mahalaga talaga yung composure pagdating dito sa napakahabang season natin. I mean, they immediately got tested to start the season of that 13-point loss against Batangas. Then the other teams that they got into were pretty much either low tier or medyo bottom teams. Until that game against was it Jensen? Natalo sila, and then the opportunity to come back and be bouncing back for to start another win streak against Quezon City, but they got outworked by Quezon City Black Bulls. And then you head on to this game. You don't want, in a way, a 2-game slate na hindi maganda yung energy nitong Ilagan Cowboys, and I like that. Rather, I love that Coach Louie sent that message across very quickly in this game.
Escobar whips it to Chris Biton. Naagaw ni Pingoy. Nice pitch ahead. De La Cruz! Lani getting it up top. But referees calling goaltend. They will review it.
That was pretty close, but you have to like how Art De La Cruz was never afraid of that moment. Getting in there, he was 2 steps ahead.
I think
that's a good block.
Pataas pa lang
Tsaka hindi pa
Pero
tumatama.
tumama ba sa ring? Yan yung tanong.
Yeah,
Tumama ba? Yeah. I think it did hit the rim first. Yeah.
Okay.
It did hit the rim first.
Alright. Because from that vantage point, parang malinis, tumama na pala sa rim.
Tumama dun sa left side of the rim
Sa gilid.
bago niya na huli.
Yeah, there you go.
De La Cruz with 13 points. There's one more look at this one. Parang hindi, no? Parang hindi.
Hindi.
Camson will get teed up here.
No, you talk about composure. Ito na yung sinasabi ni Coach Louie, You can't be too high, too low. Stay the course. You've been playing a couple of really good quarters. Itong Ilagan Cowboys. The only thing that's really not making them get this lead or bring this a little bit closer is yung depensa nila kasi nakaka-score pa rin.
Cruz will shoot the technical free throw again. interesting that he's the one taking it considering his struggles from the line. Last game nila, he was 0 out of 5 and that speaks volumes, no? Sa confidence na meron yung coaching staff ng Ilagan Isabela sa kanya na kasi normally, you would put in your best free throw shooter there.
Yeah. Pero alam mo, tingin ko kung bakit. Kasi nung first half, 5 out of 5 siya from the line, si Art De La Cruz. And so maybe they wanna get a good rhythm para sa kanya.
Now 7 out of 8. 11 points ang lamang ng Caloocan. Bagsak si Bitoon. Merong foul laban kay Art De La Cruz. Things getting a little bit chippy here.
You know what? If you ask me, if this is going to be the style of play here in the third quarter, this is more like Ilagan basketball. You know, pahinto-hinto yung momentum, wala kang makuha magandang rhythm. This is where they thrive best at. And I say that because when we covered them against Batangas, ganun yung typical na naging nangyari doon sa laro na yun, di ba?
And despite all their struggles, one thing they have done well in this ball game has been sharing the ball. They have 19 assists. And that's something that they banked on last season.
Ladies and gentlemen, the field goal made by Don Kumaru in the 4-minute and 52-second mark of the first quarter is just a 2-point conversion.
They downgrade a field goal previously ruled a 3.
Yeah. Ito yung pinag-usapan natin kanina when I thought he had a foot on the line.
Oo.
Oh, yun. Yung
Tama ka.
kanang paa.
Nostradamus, Mike Perez. Mr. X and O's, Mr. Nostradamus.
You and Coach Juanito have been so kind about these monikers, huh? I will figure out for you guys.
Huwag na, Coach. Parang settled na ako sa...
Sa ano? Ano ba moniker mo?
Ha?
Coach Vanitz, that's our assignment. On our next coverage, when we panel, we will find out a good moniker for our partner, good partner here.
Alam mo, nickname ko sa ano?
Sa ano?
Sa amin.
Ano?
This, yung pangalawang free throw ni Bitoon. Coach Capes. Oo nga.
Coach Capes?
Oo.
Bakit? KP?
Oo. O yan ha, binigyan na kita.
Sige. So you're Coach Capes now.
Kawilan has yet to find the mark. JP Kawilan really struggling here. Only 2 attempts. Just 2 points. 3 foul na. Laban kay... who's the one who pick up a foul? Si Gumaro. Yeah, it was London Gumaro.
And now we have an answer while Jammer Hamito goes to the line. Courtesy of Coach Juanitz. You are therefore being baptized as Ken the Racketeer. Pangilinan.
LJR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Namalitaan ko nga kanina sa ating kasamaan dito, si Iko. Nag-uusap daw sila ni Coach Christian. Gusto ko mahanap yung timestamp na yon sa larong yun. First game yata kahapon.
Oh my God. The Racketeer. May kanta nun, di ba? Racketeer.
Oh, iba lang spelling nun.
Oh, iba lang spelling. Pero thank you for that interactive contribution, Coach Juanitz. By the way, we miss you. Maningina ang nag-contribute si Boss Edel. Ngayon naman si Coach Juanitz, ha? Talagang nakatuto ang ating mga kasama.
Siyempre, ganda ng laro natin. Caloocan, Ilagan. Mintes ang unang free throw ni Jammer Amito.
They were down by as much as 22 in this game. And ngayon, 14 na lang ito. Unti-unti lang talaga, no? Tsatsagain mo lang.
Caloocan playing today without Kian Baklaan and Jeromer Cabanag. Prince Rivero and Coco Pingoy re-enter the ball game. Lead still at 15.
This is a good-sized Ilagan Cowboys on the floor.
Kabayni. Nangyari.
Humingi ng timeout si Jammer Amito after dumay.
Sa ibang liga, pwede yun.
Oh, sa ibang liga. Sa atin hindi. But
Dito hindi.
Jammer's just trying to be animated.
Yeah, but timeout with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. Caloocan in front, 74-59.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even out the game. 89 in the final moment of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Gusto ko lang batiin mga nanonood sa atin live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, on Tap Sports and on Solar Sports. Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Mike Perez. At courtside, Miss Gianna Llanes. Also, we have Commissioner Emerita in the middle. In between him are Zaldi Rilibit and Rudy Distrito.
Parang nabago yung seating arrangement
Kabisado mo
Oo, always naman left side si Comemer. No?
Kapagnot.
Nice
What a pass! Rivero though blows it. That was a good chance for them to score. Instead, Kimbani Lani takes off and slams it home.
You make a mistake, they definitely make you pay. My goodness gracious, that slam by Kimani Ladi had one arena rocking.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Chris Piton knew who to find, and it was Kimani Ladi with a thunderous slam. The previous games that we covered here, it was Mike Phillips who did that. Now it's Kimani Ladi on the same goal here in one arena.
Umaksak si Coco Pingoy. May pektos pa with the lefty finish.
And I think it's very important na sumagot kaagad itong Ilagan Cowboys with that drive and that bucket by Coco Pingoy, because you wanna, settle down and not give so much momentum for Caloocan. But Jammer Hamito has been operating very efficiently inside the paint. I don't think we've seen Jammer Hamito put the ball on the floor and dribble. No? Every time he gets it, he spins with his footwork and tries to find that open space where that left hand of his can actually score.
By the way, we haven't mentioned this, but Art De La Cruz is in foul trouble. He already has 4 fouls. So he's on the bench right now for Ilagan Isabela.
And which is why you have Prince Rivero coming in for him. And then you have J-Boy Solis given a rest by Allen.
Dalawa na sila ni Joseph Gabayni, who just trooped back to the bench na may 4 na fouls para sa Ilagan Isabela.
Ako pananaw ko, indication niya kung gaano kahirap na naglalaro ka sa loob ng paint. Napakaraming point of attack para sa Caloocan. Coco Pingoy, nice feed, nice find.
Starter by Kabagnot does not work. Hamito with his 6th rebound. Escobar nakabuelo. Can't finish. Razon for 3. Book it! 10th 3-pointer for Caloocan.
10 of 16. Previous to that, they were shooting 60%, but that number just keeps on getting better para dito sa Caloocan. Even makes it more difficult.
Razon switching hands. Using his left to finish off that fast break.
Dito medyo, kailangan talagang ma-stop yung momentum nitong Caloocan, because when they blow the game wide open, it's when their opponents have really had a difficult time coming back. And they're doing it with a lot of momentum. This is the 5 straight points for Jello Razon with a left-hand finish.
Caloocan matching their biggest lead at 21. Rivero. Where will Ilagan Isabela go with Joseph Gabayni and Art De La Cruz saddled with 4 personal fouls?
Ako, more importantly, ang tanong dito is, outside of Art De La Cruz, already has 5 assists in this game. Somebody's got to step up and find teammates that's free and have them ready to score.
Alex. Ilagan Isabela struggling at the line.
Alex so far has 11 points. He's 3 out of 7 from the field. He's 4 out of 7 from the line. Make that 5 out of 8. And he's got 3 assists.
Crispy Doon, Romel Calahat, Jeno Razon, Jam Ramito, and Tom Escobar. Silang magkakasama sa loob para sa Caloocan. Hamito, the slip and the finish. Nice pass from Crispy Doon.
And just too many options on that action. You have that pinch, possibly a pin down of a low split, then that flare by Dom Escobar. You have a shooter in the corner and Romel Calahat. Just too many weapons in the right spaces on the floor. And napakaganda nung luwag nung espasyo na nakakapag-operate itong Caloocan.
Magnot will return to the stripe. Currently has 12 points, 3 assists. Leading scorer for Basilan last season. Makes good of the first.
Close to 17 minutes already in the game, and he's got to work hard now, especially in the absence of his partner in the Art de la Cruz.
Here's a big stretch for Ilagan Isabela. If they could close out, like you said, the quarter strong in the last 2 minutes.
There you go.
Atorio, pinasok. Binunot galing sa bench ni Coach Louie. Able to grab the rebound and score. Almost came away with a steal. Razon, bounce pass in traffic. Naagaw ng Ilagan Isabela. Kabagnot. Ball tapped loose by Caloocan and will stay with Ilagan Isabela.
Nakita mo kagad si Alex Cabagnot. Why was he in a hurry going downhill? Because kita niya outnumbered sila eh. Yung 3 versus 2, naging 3 versus 4. And he had to get past that first line para pagkalabas niya doon, eh, labang na sila pagdating sa numero. Nothing on that corner exit. Oh.
You get a break. Kick ball against Caloocan. Shot clock will be reset to 14.
Yung mga mobile na mga malalaki nitong Caloocan ang nag-aalaw sa kanila na makover yung lot of space defensively. That's the matchup right there that you want if you're Alex. Oh, man.
Can't hit the jumper though. Itoon. Hop step.
That's a travel, yeah.
Same foot. Amaro will check in.
For Coco? Yeah.
So, papalitan niya. JP Kawilan, he has to get himself going here. Just 2 attempts.
Well, only because hindi siya ma-open eh. Off-ball, naka-attach sa kanya palagi yung depensa. If they're going to be on the help side, hindi ganun kalayo yung depensa kay JP Kawilan. And because he has not really, made his shots well and hasn't gotten to a good rhythm, mas lalong nagiging madali para sa depensa na, bigyan ng konting espasyo papunta dun sa ball side.
He's right now sitting on the bench. Make matters worse for Ilagan Isabela. Turnover. Ayun.
Yeah, that's a travel.
Pivot, yung kaliwa.
Nag-1-2 stride. And then yung pivot yung inangat niya.
Escobar, crossover, pull up. Got it.
This is a combination of new players for Caloocan. I mentioned earlier na talagang nagko-complement sa isa't isa. Na magkakaiba ng posisyon, magkakaiba ng style of play. Alex has been trying his best really to get something going for the Ilagan Cowboys. But it's the defense of Caloocan that has not given him that free lane, that open space. Every shot of his has been challenged.
Get a break with Alan Santos at the line. Fouled by Jam Ramito. Santos did not suit up in the first half. The main gunners of Ilagan Isabela, like JP Kawilan, Allen Mina, They've been off. It's only been Don Gumaru. Actually, si Gumaru just 8. Most of his points coming in the first quarter. Talagang si Alice Cabagnot at Coco Pinggoy lang on those guard spots. Giving them some points. Adorio with a rebound. 2 seconds left. He will heave it from half court. At dyan nagtatapos ang ating third quarter. Caloocan continuing to have their way over Ilagan Isabela. Here comes Son with a nice drop step and hook shot. De La Cruz, maganda din yung kanyang pagsimula in the third, but Caloocan with that running game of theirs, turning defense into offense. That sledgehammer from kay Manny gives them this lead. They enter the fourth with a 19-point cushion, 86-67. Kay Manny just 1 rebound shy of a double-double against Valenzuela. 13 points, 9 rebounds today, bringing the Thunder 9 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 steals. A turnaround jumper earlier, it was back in the first quarter, and then this ferocious throwdown. And that I felt like, Coach Mike, that was a big swing in favor of Caloocan because yun yung galing sa magandang pasa ni Alex to Prince Rivero. He blew that shot underneath. See the quarter score in Caloocan. 34 in the first, 24 in the second. In fact, they were outscored in the second period, but they were able to regain their bearings in the third. Coco Pinggoy, stroking it from beyond the arc. He is 3 out of 4 from that distance, a total of 13 points.
Dalawang sunod kasi kanina. I think roughly about the second quarter where Coco hit a couple of threes. Pero you mentioned the quarter scoring kasi si June Bonsubre on that short corner with that jumper. Kung hindi nagkaroon ng ganong run ang Caloocan, it was another quarter na na-outscore nitong Ilagan ang Caloocan. But you definitely have to close out quarters very strong and you have to match the energy of Caloocan if you're the Cowboys. Easier said than done, but these guys are really doing their best to keep in pace against this run by Caloocan.
Kalahat.
Oh my.
Escobar is open. His jumper short. Gumaru thought about that three. They go to the post. Josh Giap. Back to Gumaru. Pinggoy. With 9 on the shot clock. Gets splits behind the back to Gumaru. Santos dumps it down low. Giap, a second left, just in the nick of time. Able to put that one up and in.
A sensational passing that time for Ilagan Cowboys. That behind the back by Coco Pinggoy. That quick release by Alan Santos over to that finish by Josh Giap.
Biton goes to Escobar. On the other side, wala pa din.
Out of 3 na yata dyan si Dom Escobar from the outside.
Santos working on the MPBL Defensive Player of the Year, June Bonsubre. Merong foul away from the ball against Caloocan.
Nakikita mo si Alan Santos talaga naghahanap ng off-ball movement once that ball is already on the post. Hindi ka rin kasi makapag-multiple dribbles dahil alam mo magko-collapse yung depensa sa'yo. I don't think there was ever any Ilagan Cowboy that went on a multiple dribble going inside the paint that was successful outside, of course, Art De La Cruz.
Alex Cabagnon at si Art de la Cruz nagbabalik. Kasama nila si Coco Pinggoy, Aldrin Adorio, and Josh Giam. Alex forcing his way in. Count the basket. It was a foul.
A very good set. That sequence involving three of the more consistent scorers so far this game for the Ilagan Cowboys. Coco Pinggoy, Art de la Cruz, and Alex Cabagnon. Little stack action. And that handoff ended with that drive by Alex Cabagnon down on the middle. One of the very few left-handed players that is actually very comfortable, putting the ball on the deck with his right hand.
Alex with 16 markers. More importantly, trimming the gap to 13. Kalahat cuts. Adorio thought he got all ball. He will be whistled with a foul.
I think they're gonna challenge this.
Wala na silang challenge.
Wala na. Ubus na pala yung dalawa kanina.
Unsuccessful sila pareho.
Oo, yeah.
Romel Kalahat. Itong free throw na ito ay hatid sa atin yan ng Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. He was huge in Game 1 of their series against Pampanga. Let's go courtside to Gianna.
Compared to his last few seasons leading the same group of veterans, Coach Gerson said it was a different challenge to be handling a group of MPBL rookies this season. Buti na lang daw na the likes of Ladi, Baclaan, and Escobar really expressed their willingness to learn and adapt to his system. Kita naman daw sa kanilang stats na isa silang koponan na leading in assist. He believes their 7-0 run is because of their effective ball movement, adding, "We've acquired the mindset that we don't care who gets best player because even that is a collective effort." Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, Gianna. They have 25 assists today. Speaks volumes to the unselfishness this squad has. Coach Louie Gonzalez visibly upset after that last call. Foul whistled against Coco Pinggoy.
Yeah, because they don't have a challenge anymore, and feeling lang yung dalawang tawag na yung kay, if this was the second one on Coco Pinggoy, and they felt there was a good clean defensive stand.
Ang hirap kasi if you're Ilagan Isabela, nagsisimula na silang magkaroon ng momentum eh.
Yeah.
And then they feel like they're getting the short end of the stick on those last two foul calls.
Yes.
Which at times can really derail your rhythm.
At saka you're a team that's trying to catch up. You're building up a good momentum. Biglang mahihinto ng ganong instances. And surely you want to keep that ball rolling, so to speak, and get that good momentum. Especially as you try to close this game little bit better than how you did the third quarter.
Cabagnon coming off the screen. Pagsanhan, read that all the way through. Holding foul against Coco Pinggoy.
I have no question yun. He definitely extended his arm, tried to impede the attack down the middle. No, this lead is back to 15. Kanina na ibaba nila sa 13 ba? 11? Here in the fourth quarter. The fourth? 13. 13, okay.
Mahaba pa naman nito.
Yes. And you still have the hot shooting hand of Coco Pinggoy and your top three scorers in Art, Alex, and Coco.
Tayong-tong mid-range jumper. Gumulong palabas. De la Cruz with the rebound. Pinggoy left wide open.
Yeah.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
I feel this is the best three-point shooting game of Coco Pinggoy in a very long while for the Cowboys.
Lani with a mid-range J. 92-78. Under 6 minutes left.
Paano naman kasi babantayan si Manny Ladi?
Naagaw na naman ng Caloocan. Manday to Kimani. Two hands for safety. His second slam dunk points for kay Manny Ladi. This is again off a steal. Near the runway for kay Manny Ladi.
And that even speaks in volume of the athletic ability and the threat of Ikemani Ladi anywhere on the floor.
White House steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way of getting even out of the game. 9 in the 5 points of the game. Can they make magic? White House wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sports book of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Happy to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon. Napakaganda ng ating araw. Mamaya, Abra at Zamboanga magkalaban sa ating second game. So, a look of Martin go earlier. Cabagnot misfiring from the outside.
Open look for Alex that time. You know, time's not on the side of Cowboys.
What about Harvey Pagsanhan though? The work he has done on the defensive end. Jeff, 4-3, short.
Nice pass.
Felebrico will lead in.
Ba rin talaga pag nasa poste si Art de la Cruz. Well, actually anywhere on the floor, he just keeps on finding open teammates first before looking for his shot attempts.
Past the halfway point of the fourth. Still a 14-point lead for Caloocan. Dribbling violation. Laban sa Caloocan Batang Kangkal. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus. Sportsbook of the MPBL.
Well, everybody was very conscious of where Coco Pingoy was gonna go because of his hot three-point shooting hand. And Felebrico just cutting on that weak side. Sinubukang habulin ni Kimani Ladi but nauna na naka-take off si Felebrico that moment. Coco Pingoy, heck of a ball game by Coco today.
De La Cruz will catch. Pitch it back to Felebrico with a full head of steam. Earn himself 2 free throws.
Yan yung mga gusto mong contribution off the bench. Felebrico, coming off the bench for the Ilagan Cowboys, he so far has played close to 7 minutes. He's had 3 assists in the game, and he's just been very active, and he's getting rewarded by Art de la Cruz for his activity off ball.
Felebrico, pasok yung kanyang unang free throw. Played for San Sebastian. Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. After low-key additions this off-season sa Ilagan Isabela.
Oh, and Coach Louis really dug deep into his roster, giving playing time for all of the guys that were listed to be available for today's game, giving them a chance to see action on the floor.
Panday, no-look pass. Kimani Ladi catch and shoot. Backs it in.
And you always that number 4 spot on that curl under on the back end of that zone. Enough space for Kimani Ladi to operate on.
De La Cruz, baseline drive, but thwarted by Prince Casin. Wala nang 4 na minuto ang nalalabi sa ating fourth quarter. Razon, the pass to Casin to the post. Kamson, nawala sa kanila yung bola. Chance for Ilagan Isabela. De La Cruz got intimidated by the presence of Kimani Ladi. Reset their offense. You see how De La Cruz is quite hesitant. But that time, he was able to set up Josh Gia for the basket.
I'd say he's just being more conscious of nasaan si Kimani Ladi. Di ba kasi kanina, nakita mo na kung paano humabol ng depensa si Kimani Ladi. But the good thing is he still stays in control and still is able to find open teammates. Oh, Kimani.
Maybe that one.
Yeah.
De La Cruz. Foul called on Kimani Ladi.
Well, Kimani was ready for another run off the other end. Went into that little inside hand dig against that dribble with the left hand by Art De La Cruz. Intense rin talaga to si Kimani Ladi, no?
Just a quick rest for Coco Pingoy. He makes his return. Papalitan niya muna si Alex Cabagnot.
And it sure is going to be interesting once we have that Caloocan and San Juan matchup. Ladi against Mike Phillips.
Huwag ka lang lumayo. Yung Abra may libreng scouting ngayon.
Oo nga.
Dahil second game sila,
That's
they were
right.
able to catch a glimpse of Caloocan today.
That is right. And I feel, we talk about the Caloocan, I don't think they've been, in a way, fully tested yet. Kasi they have not gone up against the top tier teams.
Against Rizal.
Against Rizal,
They
yung
were
pa lang,
tested.
where they won by 3 points. No, that was the only one. But you know, that was very early in the season. And so alam naman ni Coach Jerson yun yung parang feel out games pa yung very early. But now that they're getting into a good rhythm.
Here comes Son, strokes it in from beyond the arc. That's his second triple.
And slowly but surely, Caloocan really falling into place, no? Yung mga responsibility and roles, even the minutes played. You like how, you know, the previous roster players of Caloocan have blended well with the new guys. We have not seen a fully blended Jello Razon. Very, very rarely do we see that on the floor.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL.
And the reason that I say that about Jello is because, you know, there's so much more that Jello Razon can actually offer Coach Jerson. Not only because you have, you know, Dom Escobar, Jeff Manday, Prince Casin. These guys have done perfectly well with the minutes that's given them on the floor.
Cabagnot returns. Coco Pingoy, 16 points, 4 assists, 4 of 5 from rainbow distance. Providing a lift off the bench.
Another review here. And Coach Jerson making the most of it, bringing his troops in, trying to set up a half-court set. So in a way, parang na-awardan mo pa ng opportunity in Caloocan to set something up as they try to inbound from the side.
Jello Razon, Prince Casin, Jeff Manday, Eric Camson, and Kimani Ladi, the unit for Coach Jerson. Ladi will catch, send it back to Casin. They will milk the clock. Lamang sila ng 15 puntos.
That entire left side is free. Now to watch out for Kimani Ladi.
They run their horn set.
Good
Ball
deflect.
deflected. On the run, De La Cruz to Gumaru. Shot fake. Pasa kay Art. Balik kay Gumaru. Tumira sa 3. Pasok yan!
Actually, kanina pa hinahanap ni Art De La Cruz si Gumaru. Yung kaninang pasa niya doon sa corner side, hindi lang nag-fan away si Don Gumaru doon. But this time, he makes sure that he makes that shot attempt from the corner.
9th assist for Art De La Cruz. 17 points, 7 rebounds. Camson na agaw.
Twice good deflection para sa Ilagan Cowboys.
Penalty na ang batang Kangkalu. Here Camson fouls out.
That's the 5th on Eric. He's done for this game.
He will finish with 11 points and 3 boards.
4 of 5 shooting from the field in 13 minutes of action. He actually shot the ball very well. He's 2 out of 2 from 3. He's 2 out of 3 from the perimeter. And he's 1 out of 1 from the free throw line.
third leading scorer for Caloocan this season, Eric Capzon. This is the second leading scorer kay Manny Ladi. Quite a surprise na si Jeff Banday pa yung number 1 in terms of scoring for Caloocan, and did all of his damage in the first half. Ito, titignan nila kung possible upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul. Pero hindi, regular foul lang. De La Cruz is 7 out of 8 from the stripe. Extreme ang subok at kompletong compliance brand ng Pilipinas. I love that story about him prior to that game against Gensan. Nung siya'y nag-lead ng prayer, ang una niya pinagdasal, yung recovery ni Kyle Tolentino.
Oh, wow.
Speaks volumes to the type of person that he is.
Yeah. Always very high character, Art De La Cruz. Even back in his college days, clearly a leader in the mold. Itong si Art De La Cruz.
Fortunately, fouls out. He will end his afternoon. Yun pa din, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals.
On 5 of 11 shooting. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. I feel this is one of those games that he's got a really good portion of his attempts coming from the free throw.
Caloocan's second time that they have reached the century mark. They had 121 points in that 72-point win over Iloilo. Timeout requested by Coach Louie Gonzalez. 53.3 seconds left. They're still down by a dozen. 100-88.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Daming tao dito sa One Arena. At nasaksiyan nila yung dalawang dakdak kanina ni kay Manny Ladi. He has a total of 15 points, 4 assists, 2 steals. Just another day in the office for this Bay Area native. Na mabanggit ko lang, pareho sila ni Coach Christian Luanzon na taga Bay Area.
Siya nga. Tsaka iba rin ang iba rin ang length talaga nito ni Manny Ladi. So much intimidation inside the paint and even in the perimeter defensively and offensively.
50 seconds left. Door still slightly open, especially with how Coco Pingoy has been waxing hot from downtown. That's his 5th triple. Lead down to 9.
And you see the trust of Coach Louie having to call that timeout, reinsert back si Coco Pingoy into that play, and really just riding that hand of Coco Pingoy. Napakaganda na magagawa nito para sa kumpiyansa at sa shooting nito ni Coco Pingoy.
Nabagnot has to rush. 20 seconds left. They're down 3 possessions. Dumaru short. And that's probably gonna do it. Caloocan cruising to their ninth straight victory, remaining at the top of the North Division. While the Ilagan Isabela squad suffer their 3rd straight defeat. And the Caloocan Batang Kakalo, they are the yardstick in their division, Coach Mike, as shown by their performance today against a very game Ilagan Isabela team.
Yeah, he definitely have to be measuring up to how this Caloocan team has been performing. And you see paint action, full length of the floor, offense and defense. Every different guys just contributing, but this guy has been the one who started everything on the right foot for Caloocan, Jeff Manday. He's exceptional scoring from the outside. 5 of 8 from 3, 23 points.
Best player of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Jeff Manday, 21 points. His second best scoring effort. He had 37 previously this season. Pero napakaganda yung kanyang performance, leading Caloocan to this victory over Ilagan Isabela 100-91. Let's go courtside to Gianna Llanes.
Congratulations to our best player of the game, Jeff Manday. Jeff, let's talk about this game first kasi very veteran-filled itong Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Pero nasa inyo yung momentum pag ginagawa niyong takbuhan yung laro. So gaano yun kahalaga para sa inyo for this game?
Credit sa lahat sa mga teammates ko at saka coaches dahil yun nga, nagagawa namin yung mga pinatakbo ni coach tsaka nakukuha namin yung kumpiyansa dahil nga sa practice namin. Then siguro yung ano lang namin na yung record namin hindi masira tsaka yung mga plays namin.
Jeff, you were 5 out of 7 field goal percentage in terms of your 3-pointers today. Sabi nga ng ating panel, parang mas malakas ka this season. Ano yung ginagawa mo para mas mag-improve pa at consistent ka talaga this season?
Focus na ako sa mga practices tsaka yung extra ko. Ginagawa ko talaga yung trabaho para din sa team tsaka para sa mga management namin.
Jeff, I'm sure maraming masaya ngayon because this is the 9th straight win in a row for the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. Kaya pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta sa inyong kupunan.
Pasalamatan ko si Mayor Along Malapitan, Kong Oka Malapitan, Dixie Malapitan, Boss Dennis Flores, Boss Dennis Abilla, and to our sponsors, Victory Liners, Yanyan Coolers, Venom Sportswear. And binabati ko yung asawa ko si Kat and baby ko na si Maddie, family ko, mama at papa ko, and Boss Mac, teammates ko, Jackie Laude, and sa kaibigan ko na si Adi Maragarap, and kay Chip Ramon Salvio. Shout out. Thank you.
Thank you very much and congratulations to Jeff Manday. Our player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Ken and Mike?
Maraming salamat, Gianna. Caloocan, sila ang naghahari sa North Division. Up next though, it's the defending champions, the Abra Solid North Weavers, kalaban ang Zamboanga Sikat. Huwag kayong alis, mga kaliga, magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.